What's up, everyone? I'm Justin, of course, JJ Lomas Entertainment, and I'm here today with my good buddy,
And
Tommy Nicoletti. Go ahead, go ahead. I know you're about to do
my bad.
it.
No, yeah, no. I'm Tommy Nicoletti, and yeah, I'm happy to have this conversation. This is gonna be fun.
Because I'm not going to lie, like, I have mad ADHD, and I love watching your videos. You did a Rise of Skywalker video where you went in for like an hour, and I believe you only saw it once when you went into it, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That
So,
was I got home and then I asked my friend. I was like, "Yo, you want to get into a Discord and just listen to me rant, and I'm gonna record it?" And he was like, Whatever." And then he just listened to me bitch about the movie. And then when he was, I like asked him at the very end like something, and he finally talked. And I was like, "Oh my god, dude! I talked for like an hour and a half, and you're
yeah.
finally talking." And he was like, "Dude, yeah, no, like you just had really good points. I didn't really care. I was just playing games. I was dying. It was
And
great.
that's the one thing I'm jealous of
Hopefully
because
that it's not just."
you remember so many little things here and there, and I forget half the shit, and I'll just be like, oh yeah, it was good because I like the actors and shit, and I didn't like this
Nah,
thing because
dude,
it was like stupid. I don't care. But
but
today,
you give like a review, so like it's different. Like I just kind of just rant about whatever I saw, but like you actually talk about like the movie and stuff and like what it was going for and all that stuff. Like you
yeah,
have a different, yeah, it's different. I
I
appreciate
guess that's
it
fair
more.
enough. Oh, thanks.
Also, congrats on the fucking Mortal Kombat
Oh,
video.
thanks, man.
That
Dude,
was so
that came out of
cool.
nowhere.
That was awesome. I know, dude. When you shit, I was like, what? I was like, that's so sick.
Like I think it was because
Also,
it
how
came
good
out.
is Mortal Kombat?
It's awesome, but I before we get into this, we are here to talk about Zack Snyder's Justice League. All of the
Yes,
information
yes.
that came out during the live stream, the watch party of Man of Steel, with Zack
Yeah,
Snyder and
which you're
Henry
gonna have
Cavill.
to fill me in. Yeah, that's, oh my god, this is actually nuts. I can't believe the
So
Snyder Cut's an actual thing.
I
For
know it's
so long, to be
ridiculous.
honest, for so long, I thought that it was just BS. And now it's actually gonna be a thing. Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of excited to see
Yeah,
what this is gonna be.
and the good thing is,
Also,
like I
wait, okay,
was.
so what do we know about it? Is it gonna be
So here's what
a
I was
full
saying
movie, or are they
because.
gonna put it out like in chunks?
So
Because
here's
it's
what I
going
was
on
saying.
HBO Max.
Yeah, a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people put out their announcement videos, their thoughts, their speculation stuff. But as I was
Of
saying,
course.
well, before we hopped on here, Zack Snyder's been leaking stuff. Official movie places have been leaking stuff. So there's a lot to talk about. But so before we dive into it, I can't remember because it's been 4 years ago. What did you think of the Justice League, the regular Whedon cut,
Of what?
if you will?
Um, I didn't absolutely like. It's not a great movie, but like it was still enjoyable. But like it definitely felt like it was lacking something. Like it was a bit all over
Yeah,
the place.
yeah,
So I'm curious, like, if there's going to be a bit more structure, because I like the one thing you linked me said that we're going to get more um with Cyborg, which is great. Like he's going
yeah.
to actually be developed. Like good.
Because one of the
Okay, that
original
was
trailers,
so
it showed
lacking.
him. Yeah, I know. One of the original trailers, it showed Cyborg like
Yeah,
playing
like
football on a field and shit like that. So I was just like, all right, that scene wasn't in the movie at all. There was a scene where Bruce Wayne was looking into like a window and he saw the reflection of like a cape. And there was another scene. Did remember the movie opened up and Wonder Woman like threw the briefcase
yeah,
above the.
there's supposed to be like more Green Lanterns in the movie and shit like that, right?
I
Is it?
heard that, yeah.
Yeah,
But
so like it's just sounds like, okay, so this, why didn't we get this? Why didn't they just continue with that? That would have been so, it
so,
sounds like this would have been so cool,
so I do like Zack Snyder, but I will say, even with
right?
Watchmen, I know he likes to make super long movies. And like I
Oh
think
yeah.
that's what he was going for Justice League, but there's probably so many different plot points like
Oh dude,
weaved into
that
this.
that's true. It could have been like Endgame length where it's like 3 hours and like 10 minutes, and the studio's like, dude, we can't do this.
No,
Joss
so
Whedon, get in here. We can't.
let me see. I believe. Can I share my screen here? Let me see.
Oh
Uh,
shit.
advanced sharing options. Well, regardless. I mean, I'm sure I can. Here. Here you go. Yeah. So you're probably seeing my screen right now, right?
Yeah.
So it's blurry as shit, but that's the picture of Darkseid Zack Snyder put
No,
on
yeah.
Twitter. And I'm
Dude,
just
I know.
like, it looks sick. I'm not gonna lie, but like, does
I don't
Darkseid have
hate
a
it. I
weapon?
don't hate it. I don't hate it.
Did Darkseid
Yeah.
use weapons before? I can't remember.
Probably. I mean, again,
Probably.
like you said, Zack Snyder always is gonna like beef it up, and of course, Darkseid's DC's Thanos, so like you can see the parallels. Like, I
Yeah.
don't hate it. Like it, I thought that's what they were setting up is like something to do with Darkseid anyway. I wonder
And
where this is gonna be
so I'm
in
guessing he's
in
probably gonna
in the
have
cut,
some.
right?
Yeah, I'm guessing he's probably gonna have some sort of presence like Thanos did in like the first Guardians movie, where he had like a scene or two, and then he's like talked about maybe, but not like he'll come like later in the Justice League 2 movie, like 7 years from now. Also, I'm hoping you can still see my screen, but
Yeah.
look at this shit right here. Look at how great this is. You notice something about IMDb?
Zack Snyder's Justice League. Henry
So
Cavill.
IMDb listed Zack
Flash.
Snyder's Justice League as a whole separate movie on their website.
Oh,
So Justice League on IMDb still
that's okay.
exists, but this one is a separate listing now. Um, all the cast is there, I believe,
Interesting.
but it does list Ray Porter as Darkseid
Okay.
down here.
But it also, yeah, okay, so Deathstroke is also in the movie. Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. So that's all the sharing stuff. But I mean, I remember, I forget the name of the actress, but I know there was an actress cast as Iris too, like from the
Really?
from the Flash.
Flash, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So,
Which, dude, that movie has also been in like developmental hell for like years.
yeah.
Like, are we getting a Flash movie?
Well, I think as of now, the dude Andy Muschietti, who did It Chapters 1 and 2, is attached to it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
as I mean,
Okay.
Ezra Miller was in the Crisis on Infinite Earths on CW, so like that's giving it a little bit more
Yeah,
traction
which was
now.
so weird. Yeah. I guess they're trying to remind people like, oh yeah, remember, here's the real Flash.
We have one too, we swear.
Oh man. I hope we get that movie. Yeah. Oh man. And then also Martian Manhunter is supposed to be in it
Yeah,
in
that's
this
right.
cut.
Because I saw so many people making like fan posters and like
Who's
Darkseid.
who's playing him?
I
Do we
don't
know
know.
who's playing him?
I have no clue, but
Yo, that's crazy. When
so
did he finish this? When did he finish this?
well, I
Like
know
what?
just to lay the
Do
ground.
you think
I'm
they did
pretty
reshoots?
well, just to lay the ground. I know for those who don't know the original story, Zack Snyder's daughter, I believe she committed suicide like halfway through production, 2/3 of the way through production, maybe. Joss Whedon picked up the pieces, but there was so much stuff he filmed. And I believe the reshoots were to just make Joss's Justice League movie finished. So I'm hearing stuff that there's 3.5, 4 hours into the cut, but HBO, it came out in an article saying the HBO was giving him 20 to 30 million, even though a Warner Brothers executive said it's going to be more than that, but 20, 30 million to do VFX. He can film new visual effects shots and CGI shots. He can bring the actors back to do voice work, but he doesn't want to do any camera work or like costumes or scenes. And they can also do
Okay.
like ADR, if you're familiar with that.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So, and I think the funny thing is,
Okay.
and I want to get your thoughts on this. What the hell else would they release in the next year? Like,
That's yeah.
would
That's
you
another good
rather
idea. Yeah.
would you rather spend $200 million on a movie that probably won't be releasing because of the pandemic? I think we have to say pandemic because if we say the C word, YouTube might flag my video or something. I don't know.
Oh God, we don't want that.
But so yeah, spend $30 million
Dude, yeah,
on a
no,
movie
that's a
that
good point.
people eat up, or spend $200 on a movie that might not even release globally.
I mean, yeah, I wonder how many people are gonna start to take advantage of like the on-demand, like just releasing your stuff onto streaming stuff now instead of theaters, because you can still, I don't know how they're gonna get money out of that, but they'll figure that out. But I'm sure that's what the transition is gonna be until the pandemic is over.
Yeah. Not to be weird, you have like a Pedro Pascal look going on right now.
Do I really?
Yeah, I think
Yo, that
like,
dude's awesome.
It's like when you squint a little bit, that's what gives
awesome.
it away for me. So, dude,
that's
some
awesome.
People, and the Smallville video I did, people say I look like Michael Rappaport from freaking Prison Break, and I don't see it at all.
You look like a young, like mega young.
Is that what it is?
I think that's what they mean. Like if Michael Ramport was what like okay, so on your phone right now, if you wanted to, you would Google Michael Ramport and then picture him in college, and that's kind of what you look like. That's what they're saying. You kind of look like if he was in college, like that's what they assume he looks like.
All right, I'm gonna look it up.
That's what I think. I don't know.
So I'm looking at younger pictures of him. He was probably in his like early 30s. Like when he's making like a straight face, like I can understand it a little bit now. But yeah. So is there anything?
It is weird. It is weird when the audience tells you what you look like. It's always like, what?
Now, is there anything on your wish list that you'd want to see in this Snyder Cut?
Honestly, I want to see things that were not in just anything that wasn't in the original. I just want to see it. Like now, and he's such an asshole. He does it all the time. He did it with Dawn of Justice, and he's doing it now where he's releasing his cut. And apparently, there's rumors of David Ayer's cut of Suicide Squad. So it's like, God damn it, they keep doing it.
I was going to ask you that too. What do you think of all these movies? What do you think of all these movies trying to get extended cuts now?
Oh my God! It honestly though, it proves that if the studio just actually invests in the director's vision, they'll get a better product every time.
Mm-hmm.
So why aren't they learning their lesson? That's my question.
Yeah, I'm hearing rumors like people are trying to petition for a Lord and Miller cut of the original Han Solo movie. They're trying to petition.
Dude, that would be so sick. It might actually be like, I don't know. Well, Solo just doesn't need to exist though.
No.
but I would actually I would actually pay to see their cut of Solo, just to see how they were going to handle it.
Yeah, because from what I understand, it's getting slightly off topic, but this is just like, it was supposed to be a lot funnier, apparently, because I believe those were the guys that did like the Lego movie and 21 Jump Street and shit.
True. I wonder how much humor, because I don't know if I could survive just Han Solo always being funny.
Just ripping into people over and over again.
Yeah,
he had like one-liners and shit, but he did it in such like a smooth way and shit like that. There was just like you didn't even think of it as a joke. It's like the original Ghostbusters. Those characters just basically talk to one another.
They were just genuinely them.
They were
Yeah.
genuinely them, and that's what made them funny to each other. It wasn't like SNL skit style where they're like trying to set up for a joke and
Yeah.
it's clearly obvious and shit.
There was just like perfect chemistry.
So
Yeah.
now I know the latest thing that's confirmed.
That is kind of interesting though.
Sorry.
No.
Okay, now the latest thing that was confirmed was Henry Cavill is coming back as Superman now. Not that he never left. Let's just get that out of the way. But he's coming back as
Good.
Superman. Apparently, he's signing some multi-movie deal now.
Good.
But the one thing is, the one movie that's not confirmed to be in that deal is a Superman 2 movie.
Fuck.
They're trying to say he's going to be some Nick
awful.
Fury character. He's supposed to be like some
it.
Nick Fury or Hulk character where he's like in people's movies but doesn't have his own. But like, here's what I was thinking. I thought maybe because like
depending on how they do that, that could be really cool. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Depending on how they do that, that could be cool. But I wish they would give him another movie. He deserves one more shot at a full movie of development. Like,
yeah, show people
because Man of Steel was good, but it wasn't great. Yeah, exactly. Show us a different Superman story, please.
Yeah, I think I like Man of Steel a lot more than other people do. Like, I think it's great in my opinion, and I can see why people don't think they think it's good, but not anything like fantastic or anything like that. And I respect that. It's fine. But my thing is, I think people like in Superman, he wasn't perfect. He was doing good things. He was doing bad things. And in Batman versus Superman, he was just like a dick, really. And
yeah, and they really Man of Steel was like weird because it's like him becoming Superman, so like that's the excuse of why.
Yeah, he kind of gets like a pass in that one.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like the lesson of, oh, this is why he doesn't kill because of this time, and it's like, okay, whatever. But like, is that really Superman? Like, that's not. Yeah, like they didn't do that shit with Captain America.
And in Justice League, I was kind of more frustrated than any of the other movies because at least in like Batman versus Superman, he was a dick. Okay, fine, whatever. In Justice League, he was just like he was a symbol of hope and he inspired people. I was like, when? In what movie? Like, when was he this like world-renowned hero in all these movies? So I was like, there's like one or two scenes in the Ultimate Edition of him like saving people and stuff like that, but
other than that, you don't really get the context.
Yeah. And in the end, he's like good Superman. So in these other movies, isn't this going to establish he actually is good Superman who had to fight to get where he is today? Like, is that what they're going for? I don't know.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to go like also like off planet Earth with Superman, you know?
That would be cool. I wonder if they're see that.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know why, but like if you're gonna put him in stories, put him in like fun ones, right? Like him and Martian Manhunter would be obviously he would have to be in Martian Manhunter's movie. That would be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what they would do, but they're always a fun pair.
I would appreciate it because I know people who like my buddy Frank who does like isn't like heavily into superhero movies, but like he saw the opening of Man of Steel like when I was on Krypton and it was portrayed like this whole living, breathing life. So he's like, oh, cool. And he's just like, this movie's different already. It's like, I would love to see him like just exploring like planets and stuff like that. Like, even though maybe he needs to like go into outer space to find himself. I don't know, but.
Well, with Justice League and like the cartoons and stuff, they always had like a base that was in like outer space and shit. So you could just have it be tied into Justice League lore or some shit if you wanted to. I don't know.
Oh shoot!
They could spin it any bunch of ways. No, yeah.
No,
You're
what
good.
I was thinking of is the Snyder cut. Will that have an effect on the canon for the DCEU, or you just think this is something like separate now?
Oh,
Because like
yeah, it's weird.
if you have the girl who Zack Snyder filmed playing Iris West, and then
It's
you come
actually
out if
really
you come out
strange.
with the Flash movie, and then there's someone else playing Iris West, now won't that just confuse people more?
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about
Like
that.
what? Like how? Like
Oh
what?
man.
How would you feel that? Like, would you rather it just be its own thing,
Yeah,
or
will this be considered canon? I think it should honestly. This is how it should go. If it's better, it should be canon. If it's better,
yeah,
then it should be canon. And if it's
yeah,
not better, then who cares? And
yeah? Because
that's
I
how I
mean,
feel about it.
I think what there was, I believe there's like two references to Justice League in DCEU. I mean, there was whatchamacallit, Aquaman. He mentioned Steppenwolf for a brief period, and then in
I need to
Shazam,
rewatch Aquaman.
yeah, in Shazam, obviously it's not Henry Cavill who comes in at the end of Shazam, but he's wearing like the suit he had when he was good Superman at the end of Justice League. So like that's
Dude, that tease in Shazam was awesome.
right. Huh.
That
Just
was
see
so
some
cool.
there. And did you see Birds of Prey?
No, I did not. I did not. Is it worth it? Because I'm pretty sure you can watch it pretty cheap,
Yeah,
or probably.
I definitely say it's worth it because I mean I'm still fleshing this all into the DCEU Snyder cut stuff basically, but it's basically an origin story for the Birds of Prey, and Harley Quinn's along for the ride. I will
Gotcha.
say. So for now, it's Harley Quinn's movie, but you'd be more excited about the next movie. If that,
Interesting.
it's like the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I don't know if you saw that, but like I know a lot
I
of people who are
did. I did. I did
okay.
see it.
Yeah, a lot of
No,
people
I
enjoyed
did
it,
see
but
Sonic.
I know a lot of people enjoyed it, but they're more excited for the sequel now because it'll be like Sonic in his
Yep.
prime, basically.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm not. I don't want to spoil Sonic, but yeah, I know exactly what you mean. So I'm just trying to attribute it to that and be like, okay. So, and I get okay. I'll have to check it out then.
yeah,
'Cause
it's
Sonic was actually surprisingly like, it was a dumb fun movie, but it was like,
yeah.
it
Uh,
wasn't shit. It wasn't complete garbage.
Yeah, and Birds of Prey, I feel the same way because there is very, very small references to the DCEU that you'd have to pay attention for.
Oh, okay.
One is kind of obvious, but at the end of the day, there's no after credit scene that sets up something. It's its own contained story, and I
Good.
think
Okay. So
that's
don't waste. So don't wait. Yeah. Don't waste your time with the credits. There's nothing there. Good.
yeah. There was one thing at the end of the credits, and it's not a video or anything. It was just Harley Quinn talking. It's like, oh, if you guys want to know a secret, listen to this. Batman's real name is, and it cuts off right there.
Oh, okay.
So, like, it's stupid.
Okay.
Like, it's not worth sitting 10 minutes through the credits for. So,
Makes sense. Yeah.
also, I keep thinking of all these different Snyder Cut theories and possibilities in my head. It's like almost melting my brain over here.
What do you got? What's your favorite theory? Because I don't know any. I'm very not. I'm not as well versed with the DCEU kind of
Well,
online
I heard
stuff.
I heard
What are some of
theories
the
like
theories?
Superman was supposed to be evil Superman for a lot much longer in the movie. So if
Okay. Okay.
my ADHD have an ass, notice this. So when they go into I believe Zod's ship in the movie, and when they're fighting Superman, it's daytime. but then I believe like a minute later when they show, or no, it's when they go down to resurrect Superman. It's nighttime, and literally like 5 minutes elapse, and then he breaks out of the tomb, and then it's daytime outside. So I was just like,
Interesting.
there has to have been some things, and even the final fight sequence where like the whole sky is red. In the original cut, it was like smoky and black and dark and stuff like that.
Fuck. Now I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch Justice League.
Yeah, I know.
Just to be like, all right, what is missing compared to whenever the Snyder cut comes out? Which I can't believe this is actually real.
Here's okay. So here I'll let you jump on this one first.
Dude, because now all the okay. No. I want to hear this. I want to hear these theories.
Well, no, this wasn't really a theory, but I was gonna say when Justice League Snyder Cut comes out, since fans made this happen, as a fan, would you subscribe to HBO Go or HBO Max just to watch this movie?
I mean, well, HBO Max is gonna have like a lot of other shit too.
Yeah.
So I'm probably already going to subscribe to it, but not just for this. I would subscribe if they had like more stuff, which I believe they do. I'll have to check it out before I subscribe to it, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to. What about you? Are you going to be getting HBO Max?
I think I am, because I mean, hopefully I get a little bit of a discount because I work for the cable company, but so I'm hoping that a lot of people subscribe to this, because he didn't have to do this. I mean, this is like fans made this movie happen, and if fans are just going to pirate this movie, then what the hell's the point?
Which is awesome.
So, like,
yeah, I agree.
It's like the Sonic the Hedgehog. The animator spent so much more money and being overworked just to make this look good for us, for me, for you. So
and again, and it worked because the movie looks better, it plays better. So like, even though they were overworked, but like, yo, job well done. Like, you made the movie good, and people went out to see it too, to be like, yo, all right, you overworked, we'll go see it, because now it's gonna be good. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, basically. So, and that's crazy because for so long, the DC fan base has been like saying release the Snyder cut, and they've been getting told like, that doesn't even exist. So now like they gotta feel like so vindicated. I think that's the right word, or whatever,
Probably.
because like, yo, it does. They like, yo, they believed in it and they made it happen. That's amazing. Yeah, like now I can't doubt that fan base anymore.
Oh shit! I
Because they
just thought
made
of
this happen, and it's probably gonna be a fun thing to watch.
Dude, I just thought of something. Since they're doing ADR and bringing the actors back, dude, how do you think Ben Affleck feels coming back when he's not really Batman anymore?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Oh fuck. Well, that depends. That depends. Is Robert Pattinson's Batman gonna be like Joaquin Phoenix's like Joker, where it's just like its own thing, or is it going to try to maintain within a certain continuity? And we don't know. And I don't want to talk about Robert Pattinson's Batman until we get footage, because the pictures I feel mixed about the pictures. So I
we
want to
don't
see
have
how
to
they
go fully in
play in
depth or
footage.
anything, but like
No,
a lot of the
that's
pictures,
fine. I just
a lot of the pictures were just like a guy on a stunt cycle, where obviously the suit wouldn't be full detail when you're on a stunt.
You can't get a lot from it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, who knows if what type of canon Justice League is going to come into? I'm curious though, because I don't know if you remember this, but in the beginning of the Justice League movie, they showed that ancient fight with like Ares or Apollo, one of the gods, Ares or Apollo or something like that, who's ever shooting like that bow made of fire or light or something in the beginning of Justice League. And they also showed like a Green Lantern getting killed, but like just like in the comics, when
Yep.
Green Lanterns die, the ring goes off and finds someone else. So that has to establish like Lantern's been a thing this whole time.
I hope we get Jon Stewart as
Yeah, I
Green
would love
Lantern.
that.
He's the best. He's my yeah, yo. I grew up on that cartoon character, and he was a beast. So that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Now I have to ask you, have you been keeping up? Did you watch Arrow? Did you watch the final season or anything like that?
No, I have not. I stopped watching Arrow, I believe, when season 4 was around. I stopped watching those shows.
Okay, yeah.
Same with The Walking Dead. I stopped watching Walking Dead too. I just couldn't.
Yeah. So, because I know you're a sucker for like good writing and stuff
just
like that.
yeah.
So.
Well, yeah. I don't know. It just.
So
Those shows
I'm just gonna
are so weird at times.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know. They had the series finale of Arrow, and at the end of it, John Diggle.
How'd you feel about it?
We don't want to talk about that. But the guy who played John Diggle, you remember him?
Yeah.
So
He's a
talk
great
about
character.
talk about fans fighting for something. And the series finale of Arrow, John Diggle's packing up all his shit to move to Metropolis, and he looks into the sky and he sees a meteor coming directly towards him. The meteor crashes, he flies back and hits the van, and then he looks into the meteor and there's something like hiding in the meteor rocks, and he opens up this chest and you just see like a shining green light and it cuts off right there. So
okay, that's cool.
There was like a huge
because that was again, yeah,
like a fan thing. People wanted Diggle to be Green Lantern.
Yeah, from like season 2. Yeah. Once everyone liked season 2 for the Slade arc, like Deathstroke, and after they saw that, people were like, "Yo, what if John Diggle becomes a Green Lantern? Like that would be really fucking cool."
Because there was
that's insane that they actually did that.
Because there was
and especially to end it with that, so they don't have to show you anything of what he does, nothing like that. It's just nope. Okay, speculate. It's like, oh, you bastards. That's good.
There was 2 other things, because I believe it was in like season 5 or 6 when they did the I think it was the Crisis, the Elseworlds crossover. They had
How many
had
crossovers do they have?
There was a lot, but the Crisis crossover, Jay Garrick, the Flash with like the metal helmet, he met up with John Diggle and he's like, "Wait, John, where's your ring?" So it was like he was like
shit.
It was like different.
So it was foreshadowed.
Yeah, it was foreshadowed because his Flash was from a different Earth, so he's used to that Diggle being someone else.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes, here's another thing, because HBO Max, I believe, or just HBO Network in general, is supposed to be having a Green Lantern Corps show.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was confirmed, and they have the budget for it.
Okay.
They have the budget for it.
Dude. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now we're talking. If they did like an R-rated HBO Green Lantern series.
Yeah. So
that would be dope. That would be dope.
It is confirmed as Green Lantern HBO Max. So I'm wondering if they might also be releasing the Snyder Cut, because maybe there might be like a Green Lantern setup in it or something.
There has to be. There has to be. That might have been a part of the deal, that HBO goes, "Hey, like we'll give you such and such amount of money time to do it, but you have to add this because we want this to be on the platform. It's like, all right,
Yeah,
that dude,
because that would be their hook.
that's gonna be cool. Cool. Oh man, a Green Lantern show. If it's like adult content too, like and not Green Lantern using like in the Ryan Reynolds film, he
Yeah,
kind of like used the power in like a cartoony way.
yeah,
So it like I wonder how it will look. You know what I mean? If they use it in a more creative and like adult context.
yeah.
Yeah,
They
dude,
could definitely pull
that
off
has
the.
me excited.
They have
That's
to.
really cool.
They definitely can pull off any type of budget because I was seeing there's this channel VFX artists react, and they were showing a scene from His Dark Materials that's on HBO because they have unlimited
Yeah,
budget.
which
They
is
have
such a good
unlimited
show.
budget. But they were showing the polar bear, and like the polar bear looks real as hell. Like his fur looks different here than it does here. It's like matted. The fur towards the bottom is like
It's
dark,
wild.
and like through the armor, like you don't see like stray hairs poking out. Like HBO, I feel a lot of their stuff is on
Dude,
par or even better
same with
than
Game of
movies.
Thrones. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. I completely agree. And the first season of True Detective, it might be one of like the best like first seasons of a show I've ever seen. So
I still have to watch that
like HBO,
one.
like yeah, when they hit really good.
hmm
But sometimes they miss. Like the last season of God, that was a miss. Um, but dude, I mean, the effects on that show too, on Game of Thrones, are freaking insane.
Yeah, that's one thing
So
I
yeah,
will
they
agree
definitely
on.
have the budget to pull off incredible visuals.
Hmm I just look
Like
at
you said, they literally do rival movies as episodic shows. Like that's so wild.
and we're I think about it this way too. HBO Max, like any other streaming service, there's not really a crucial date or time limit on the episodes or the movie length or when they have to release something. So
Yeah,
like I've been
they
watching
can kind of just do their own thing.
Stargirl, and some episodes are like 54 minutes, other episodes are 49 minutes, or like even The Mandalorian. Some episodes are
Yeah,
42
dude.
minutes, other episodes are 29 minutes or something.
Oh man, I wonder. Yeah, because of the pandemic, I wonder. Oh my God, everything's gonna get like pushed back.
Mm-hmm. Um,
So yeah, I wonder what we're going to get. Like also, this is a very side topic, but what do you think is gonna happen to Tenet?
Tenant. Oh
Are
yeah,
we still gonna
because
get that?
no, it is relevant because I mean that would be the first big theatrical release, and if movie theaters are open by then,
Yeah,
then that's a
like what
steal.
is yeah.
That's a steal if movie theaters are open by then. And I'm guessing that's why they're putting Snyder Cut on HBO Max because they don't want to take that risk.
Yeah, like that's the thing. I wonder is are they somehow is HBO gonna be able to get Tenet to be also on HBO
Ooh,
Max?
that would be huge for them. Nolan, dude, Christopher Nolan would ask so much for
Cause
that
right,
movie.
isn't it because he yeah no because like it isn't it yeah it's Warner Brothers, right? I don't know if HBO,
I think
but
so.
HBO has worked with Warner Brothers because they did Watchmen. So
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
And I mean,
assuming I'm assuming that they might be on good terms. So who knows if
and I know
they
for
might be hella
August,
promoting it, and then they're gonna make that move. If that move happens, that's gonna be wild.
and I know
I'm super excited for Tenet.
For August, yeah, I'm excited too. For August, I think the only three movies I know that are coming out in August is Wonder Woman 2, Bill and Ted 3, and New Mutants. Apparently,
Okay, finally,
yeah.
like, but
And the
It's
thing
almost
is,
like what's the sense at
yeah,
this point?
and the thing is,
Oh my god.
I'm wondering if Wonder Woman 2 will have any sort of references to what would be in the Snyder cut of Justice League or something, like this subtle thing when she's
Yeah.
talking about, because it's still taking place the 80s, so it would be taking place before Justice League.
Yeah, so it could set up things or add more context to things.
Yeah, because there's some
True.
things is like someone would be like, "What? Like we're supposed to know that?" I don't get what happened here, but there might be something in there. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of any other like talking points I can think of because we covered most of them. Let me just bring up the page real quick.
See if you got anything else.
Yeah, unless there's like random news that just leaked within the past like 2 hours. Yeah, I did see all of the cast showing their support.
Yeah.
Jesse Eisenberg,
Uh,
Ray
everyone
Fisher.
that crazy.
I mean,
And that was all over Twitter. That was
mhm.
insane when that news dropped. I was
Oh yeah.
like,
Wait a minute.
there's no fucking way.
Wait a minute. I
I
didn't
was like,
tell
that's
you. You were getting at it
wild.
earlier. You were getting at this earlier, but I never told you like how it dropped.
Yeah, no.
So
Yeah, yeah.
they had a Man of
Okay.
Steel. They
Yes,
had a Man of
explain this.
Steel watch party, and I just watched clips online because I can't sit through a 3 hour thing because I was working. But I watched the kid reacting to it.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
And
yeah. Makes
again,
sense.
I don't watch reaction videos usually, but it's the only way to view the watch party at the time. So I was watching him, and Henry Cavill's just like this. They're on like a little chat, and he's like, "Should we show it, Zach?" And he's like, I think we can show this." He's like, "Hold on, let me just do it." And he's like, and he clicked the share screen button, and it had the poster that said Zack Snyder's Justice League on it, 2021. And
Oh
the,
my god.
the kid watched was like, "What? What?"
Dude, that's insane. Dude, and Henry Cavill is on fire. So,
He's Witcher season 2. He's gonna be doing this. Here's another thing. Okay, here's one other talking point. How do you feel about them going back and touching up the Cavill mustache or lack thereof in the movie?
I mean, I don't even care about that, to be honest. That was so dumb. That
It's
whole
like
situation with his mustache was such a
the
stupid.
whole time in the movie is like this. This is what his upper lip looked like.
Yeah, he looked so awkward. It was so weird. Yeah, it just looked goofy. So, dude, so do you think we're gonna get a not weird looking Superman mouth?
I would hope so because there's ways to do it. Dude, someone deep
Right?
faked, did like the
Right?
Uncanny Valley deep fake thing with Tom Welling on Henry Cavill's face from Man of
Yeah.
Steel. And that looked freaking more believable than Cavill's mustache in Man of
Yeah,
Steel or
exactly.
in Justice League.
Which exactly. Yeah, when you brought up deepfake, I was like, oh shit, like they really could. They really could pull something incredible off
Mm-hmm.
and make it not look like a bunch of shit. So
Yeah, they got the
that
time.
would improve. Honestly, that would improve it tenfold. If they just went back and just re-released the theoretical cut with just a deep fake instead of the mustache. That might have even been cheaper, dude.
It could be. Who knows? Yeah.
That could have been cheaper, dude. That's wild.
So yeah, other special effects. Do you think, for super hardcore fans who love physical media, do you think they would ever release the Snyder Cut physically after they released it on HBO Max?
Mm. Yeah, I think so. Because everything that is on HBO gets put on to DVD or Blu-ray, right? So I would assume so. But that is actually a decent point. Is it going to be an exclusive so that it's an incentive to keep HBO Max so that
Yeah,
you
on the streaming
can
service, yeah.
watch? Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah. Yeah. No, I didn't think
Because
about that. That's a good point. That's a good
I
point.
I actually
They can
found
go
out a
that
lot
route.
of people. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but a lot of companies will release something on DVD, but they won't release it on Blu-ray for some strange reason. Sony owns Blu-ray. Sony owns Blu-ray, so
Ah,
if they release it on Blu-ray or
and
4K,
now it all comes.
they have to pay Sony royalties, which is why Cobra Kai, the YouTube series, seasons 1 and 2 are only on DVD.
Wow. That's some bullshit.
And I think it sucks too because like
That is
Stranger
some bullshit.
I have Stranger Things season 1 and 2 on 4K. There's no special features whatsoever. Nothing. So I want to see a documentary movie made about the making of Justice League. That's what I want to see.
Dude, yeah, like when I was a kid, that was the only reason I bought DVDs and Blu-rays in the first place. I always made sure to buy the one that had the not just the movie. I wanted a
Yeah.
separate thing with all the special features. Like I always made sure to do that. So that sucks that they're like not doing that in a sense anymore. Because you were
Yeah.
like there were no special features on that. Dude, that blows.
No,
It's
man.
almost like what's the point of just owning it? That's some of the
Yeah.
best part. To me, that was some of the best parts of owning like having a collection of the visual media that I like movies and all that, is to watch it, have them commentate while I'm doing stuff in my room, so I can, you know what I mean, figure
Here,
out how they made
I'll
the
take you
movie.
over
I
here.
always loved that. Yeah,
And like, here's the thing.
nice.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna move over here. I'm hoping my air conditioner's hum isn't as loud, but like, I forget. I don't know what Westworld has, but regardless, like, it looks cool when they have Stranger Things out. Like, it's like a
Yeah.
VHS case and stuff like that. But like you were saying, it's no special features listed, no nothing, just the show. So the only really plus side is if your internet's down, you can still watch your Netflix exclusive show.
Yeah, and also, I mean, the only thing that Stranger Things has is that like after show thing that they did
Yeah,
on
I think I know what you're talking
Netflix,
about.
but like that's not really special features to me. Yeah, that's them doing an interview, which but yeah, I wish that more that we would get more special features. I feel like there's not enough sometimes.
Justice League, there
That's why I
has to
love
be.
Kevin Smith. Like Kevin Smith always puts like everything that he shoots out. It's
Mhm.
awesome. I love that.
He did the Road to Reboot, like the Road to his reboot movie.
And I loved that movie when I
Hmm.
finally got to watch it. It's so good.
So coming back to Justice League, like, I think there has to be an incentive to buy the Blu-ray. It's
Yeah.
otherwise people will be like, A, why wouldn't I just pirate this? Or B, I'll just start a free trial of HBO Max or some bullshit just to watch it.
Yeah, or yeah, I'll find some loop around. I'll hit up a friend that has it or something.
Yeah, so I think
It's a good
I
point.
I think that's all of my talking points about this, really. Unless you can think of something to add.
No, all I can say though, I definitely am. I'm actually excited for a DC movie, which I haven't been for a while. So that's
That
good.
that's fair.
Like it was super excited because like it's fucking real. Like we're actually gonna get like Dark Side. There's actually gonna be content. Okay,
Yeah,
that was what people wanted from Justice League in the first place. So I'm like, I'm so down.
yeah,
So
because you
down.
got to think in Avengers, you had Thanos teased a little bit, but Loki was still the main villain. So I'm guessing what this is going to be is Darkseid's going to be in it for a little bit, but Steppenwolf
Gonna
is
be
still
like
going to
kind
be
of
your
the
bad
same
guy.
thing.
Maybe
Good.
they'll touch up some of the special effects too, because there was so.
I was about to say, yeah.
The fight sequence between
that photo.
Steppenwolf. The fight
I
sequence
mean,
between
the
Steppenwolf
photo with
and
Darkseid.
Darkseid. Yeah,
So good.
but I was gonna say the fight scene between Steppenwolf and all the people in Themyscira, and like he's chasing them on like a horse, and like all the people and the horse itself look like rubber as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows? Maybe things will like look better too. Maybe they like have time to touch everything up somehow. That would be crazy. So
Well,
like all of the effects look way better.
they got a
Who
year or
knows?
so, and I think it's the best time to do it because of this pandemic. What the hell else are you gonna do?
Yeah. If you can edit footage, just edit whatever you have.
And it's all
Yeah,
cloud based.
if
It's
it
all cloud based
like
now
it
too.
is kind of yeah, I was about to say it is kind of like a good time for anyone that has like all of their stuff to edit because you could just edit from home.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like the video game Sea of Thieves, like they're working on the game still, but they're working on it over the cloud. It might take a little longer to like
yeah,
send people files and stuff like that than it would on a company server, but still.
yeah, it's gotta be. It's I wonder how that is too. I wonder if not necessarily productivity, but how they feel about compared to being in the office and working from home. How people like are feeling about that in terms of not necessarily like with the pandemic, but in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are they I could do, yeah, because that's interesting
I guess they
for
can't
like
call out sick.
editors and yeah, and game developers. Yeah, it's probably like they can still do it.
So
Oh man,
yeah, it's all the talking points we talked about. I mean, the dark side picture. I mean, there's been little concept art teases, and there was leaked deleted scenes and like storyboards. I actually never watched any of the deleted scenes and storyboards because I was hoping one day
I
that this
haven't
would
as well.
happen. Yeah, there you go. So you're going in with an open mind,
That's crazy. Yeah,
clean
it's
slate.
crazy. Yeah, because I'm actually genuinely excited. I'm like, no, I don't really. I want to just not know anything and just know it exists and just see what it is. That's what I
Yeah.
want.
Well, I'm
It
sure there'll be
can't
some
be
sort of like,
worse than what we. It can't be worse than what we got.
yeah,
That's how I'm going into it. It can't be worse than what we got. So
I can't think of an extended cut
I'm
that made a
excited.
movie worse.
It's another good point.
Like I think they did like
Well, at least not off the top of my head.
they did
Yeah.
like the road cut for Days of Future Past, and that like it just didn't change like my feelings at all. Like it was still a good
I don't think
movie,
I
but
saw
like
that.
it didn't like make or break it really. So it was just like it was cool.
Interesting.
Like they added some stuff, and Rogue was in it more. It
Yeah.
was cool.
Did it
But
feel
like,
worth it? Okay.
it was cool to see her back, but at the same time, it was just like it didn't really
Did it
change
feel
how I felt.
forced?
No. It didn't feel forced. Like her coming back made sense, but it's really weird to see too because certain scenes that were in the original cut and then versus the Rogue cut, it's like the exact same scene, but Rogue is in it this time instead of like Kitty Pryde.
Oh, that's weird. That's so
Yeah,
weird.
so I was just like,
Okay.
wait, what? Like, I know they didn't CGI her
Yeah,
in, but
that's
they just
so
probably did two
confusing.
takes. So
That's
I guess we'll see. I'm sure
so
there's going to
confusing.
be a teaser video maybe in June or
Yeah,
July.
at some point. Oh, that would be so exciting. Cause yeah, do you think that there's gonna be like a cause Comic Con's canceled, right? Like
Yeah, Comic
aren't all
Con's.
like the
Oh
things
shit! I see
canceled?
what you're getting at.
So do you think? So do you think people are gonna do like online, like just okay, well, whatever we were gonna announce, let's just announce it still, just online, like an
Yeah,
online Comic Con in a sense.
yeah, an online panel
Like
basically, like
I
online
wonder,
Zoom chat.
yeah, I wonder if that's gonna happen. Yeah, I wonder
Like
if if that'll take
if this is Comic-Con right now, I'm Zack Snyder, you're Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, and Ray Fisher, and all the other people are in their own little windows too.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. So
everyone could just do their own live streams and then just do interviews. That would be wild. Like all the people that do press, you could just have them do a Zoom chat. You know what I mean? And they can chat about the footage that they want to show and stuff. Like there's ways that they could do it. I think that's the route that's gonna take shape because of how popular Zoom got because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
You know,
and
so.
I believe there's usually a time limit because of the pandemic. They lifted all time limits on Zoom.
Interesting.
So there's that. Yeah, I think wrapping this up, we're both excited about it. I mean, there's a lot of cool theories and stuff out there. I would love to see Superman be more evil.
How many are true, if any? Yeah, I would too.
Because
they have the excuse to do it.
Yeah, they showed that black suit concept art, so.
Yeah. So use it. Do something with it. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'm excited, and those are all my thoughts for now until some more news pops up. Anything you want to add, man?
I said everything I wanted to say.
There you
go. Thank you for having me.
Hey, thanks for joining me, bud. So until next time.
Until next time.